The night and day levels usually just require two plants, a sun producer and an attacking plant. This means that with the vast array of attackers, you can usually just pick a sun producer to go with the one you get randomized, and you're golden. The pool adds an extra challenge. 2 lanes are blocked off the planting of anything besides lily pad, tangle kelp and sea shroom. This means that the luck required to beat the game while only using 1 extra seed slot should drastically increase, due to the added need to get aquatic plants. Let's see how this turns out. The first pool level gave me starfruit, coffee bean and tall nut. While neither coffee bean nor tall nut were going to be particularly useful, the fact that starfruit could hit zombies in the pool was excellent. I didn't even need to plant in the pool, and with the help of sunflower, starfruit could breeze through the level. Let's hope this is a positive sign of things to come. The second pool level gave me marigold, cherry bomb and jalapeno. It was still the second level, so I picked starfruit, which was able to easily get through 2 flags, but after that things started going downhill. A buckethead and a football zombie took out 2 of my lawnmowers, destroying half of my defense. Another buckethead broke through my entire defense, almost reaching my lawnmower before I used jalapeno. A conehead took out a pool cleaner. I lost my other lawnmowers and pool cleaners, and the zombies managed to get through, leading to the first loss of the game. That defense was clearly not going to be able to beat the rest of the levels, so I reset for better plant selection RNG. This time I got Snowpea, 3-peter and starfruit, a much better selection as I was able to choose sunflower and ended up with far more starfruits than I had on the first attempt, in addition to having Snowpea for its slow against stronger zombies. With no lawnmowers lost, this wasn't too bad. On pool level 3 I got Kernel Pulp, Chomper and Squash. This would have been a horrible selection against almost any other level, but this is the introductory level to Snorkel Zombie, whose ability to avoid projectiles is nullified by lobbing plants like Kernel Pulp. I picked Lilypad, and with 3 columns of Kernel Pulp and Squash to take out tougher zombie clusters, I only lost 1 pool cleaner on the final wave. Unfortunately, this is where my luck would run out. The first selection for pool level 4 was Pumpkin, Snowpea and Splitpea. With no starfruit, I was going to have to get Lilypad, but with no sunflower, I would hardly be able to get up with a column of Snowpeas in 3 waves. There was just no way I was going to be able to beat the level with this selection. And so, I started resetting, until I got Spikeweed, 3-peter and Melon Pulp. While Spikeweed is hardly an effective damage source, and the other 2 are very expensive, by sacrificing an early lawnmower, I was able to get up a 3-peter, which covered half the lanes on its own. 3-peters were very effective until the Snorkel Zombies appeared. I was hoping up until this point that if I had enough 3-peters, I could take out the Snorkel Zombies before they jumped in the water and hid from the peas. Unfortunately, this turned out not to work. The Snorkel Zombies could get past my defense without issue, and I had to reset for better plans. I eventually landed on Jalapeno, Starfruit and Tangle Kelp. I figured, naively, that if I had enough Starfruits I would just be able to beat the Snorkel Zombies before they jumped in the water, and for the ones I couldn't, that I could just use Tangle Kelp. I was able to get up a lot of Starfruits, but once again I couldn't beat the Snorkel Zombies with projectiles. The Snorkel Zombies came too frequently to use Tangle Kelp for all of them, and I lost again. I tried the level again, this time picking Lilypad instead of Sunflower. The early game was harder, and I actually lost a lawnmower to this pole vaulter. I really thought that this would work, but like in pool level 2, the bucketheads were just too much for my defense. So I went back to resetting. I went through many combinations, at one point trying to use pea shooter spam, to no avail, until I perhaps got the luckiest combination yet. Melon Pulp, Torchwood and Sunflower just meant that I needed to bring Lilypad, and after leaking 2 lawnmowers to build my sun production, Melon Pulp swept through the level easily. Pool level 6 gave me Lilypad, Coffee Bean and Splitpea, which I reset because while Lilypad was lucky, Splitpea was mediocre damage. After resetting, I got Starfruit, Kernel Pulp and Walnut. I picked Sunflower and Starfruit spam easily beat the level. The 7th pool level gave me Cabbage Pulp, Melon Pulp and Garlic. The presence of Zomboni made this not worth attempting. After resetting many times, I got Sunflower, Splitpea and Squash. I had to choose Lilypad, and the mediocrity of Splitpea meant that I would have to use Squash for every Zomboni. Or so I thought. 6 columns of Splitpeas was actually able to deal with Zombies pretty well, which means that resetting on the previous level may not have actually been necessary. In any case, pool level 7 went down without issue. Pool level 8 introduced Dolphin Rider, and there was just no way that Repeater, Tangle Kelp and Walnut were going to stand a chance. After resetting I got Torchwood, Lilypad and Starfruit. Picking Sunflower, this level was a piece of cake, with Starfruit Spam being very effective. The 9th pool level gave me 3-peater, Coffee Bean and Cactus. Snorkel Zombie wasn't present in this level, but the Dolphin Riders were still scary. They're the fastest zombies in the game, and I would be unable to stall them if I went for Sunflower. I picked Sunflower anyway, and immediately found out that 3-peater's peas can't all hit the same zombie. Not to worry, after restarting, I used Cactus to deal with early zombies, replacing them with 3-peaters or Sunflowers where needed later on. Before the first flag, a Buckethead spawned in the bottom pool lane, which only had a single 3-peater defending it at first, and although I did plant another, it wasn't enough, and I lost the pool cleaner. This meant that if a single zombie got to the end of this lane, I was dead. I got down more 3-peaters, and was very relieved to see that 5 was enough to beat a single Dolphin Rider. I didn't want to risk it in case the zombies ate my 3-peaters or protected the Dolphin Riders, however, so I continued setting up 3-peaters, with 6 in the middle 2 lane lanes, before I started getting them on the outer lanes to help against Zombonis to protect my inner 3-peaters from getting crushed. Remember what I said before about 3-peaters not hitting the same zombie twice? Well, that actually ended up being very important, when a zombie bobsled team managed to get right in front of my 5th 3-peater, and the 3-peater was still able to hit the incoming Dolphin Rider. Every time a Dolphin Rider spawned in the lower pool lane, I would be terrified, but luckily, none managed to get to the end. At the final wave, the only Dolphin Rider spawned in the upper lane, and was promptly taken out. The level was completed, with only one pool cleaner lost. The 10th pool level was once again the same, and so now I've beaten the pool with only one seed slot besides Dave's suggestions. The night and pool have both been very difficult so far, so I imagine the fog will be even worse.